This is Dr. Paul Wetter, Chairman of the Society of Laparoscopic Surgeons, and I'd like to speak to you about a world effort to improve operating room safety called ORReady. These people all have something in common, and unfortunately the thing they have in common is that they've had very bad outcomes after surgery. Here's a picture of the Olympic Stadium that's being built for the 2012 Olympics in London. This stadium holds 75,000 people. If we can improve the outcome for the 250 million people who have surgery around the world each year by 2 to 3%, that's 75 Olympic stadiums full of people. This can be done by improving the quality of things that are already in use, things like checklists, timeouts, and warm-ups for top performers. Top pilots, scientists, safe drivers, and surgeons and athletes all use these types of things with great results. And they're continually being improved, and those improvements are the things that are going to lead to safer and better outcomes for our patients. You don't have to convince these award-winning athletes that warming up would improve their games. They know this intuitively. Recent studies have shown that surgeons who perform warm-ups prior to surgery, either by mental warm-ups or skills warm-ups, have better outcomes for their patients. You don't have to convince these people that using checklists would improve their chances and maybe save lives. In fact, all of these people use the checklists themselves and don't rely on others. And their checklists are constantly being updated. You don't have to convince people as diverse as Albert Einstein, Bill Gates, or even Bono that taking time out to answer difficult questions and solve big problems is a worthwhile thing to do. And you shouldn't have to convince operating room teams to keep the flow of traffic of patients safe, or hospitals to promote operating room safety. And that's what ORReady is all about. It's a world commitment to improve surgical outcomes for 2 to 3% of the 250 million patients who have surgery each year. Improved outcomes for 6 million patients by a world network that shares ideas that works and continually updates people on new ideas that help to continue to raise the bar in improving patient outcome. It's also an open source data so that surgeon scientists around the world can do research and get quicker results on new techniques and things that work even better, so we can continue to improve operating room safety. You know, Facebook was thought up by two guys in a dorm room in Harvard. And social networking and networking of people around the world has really been a tremendous boom. With the internet and computers, it's very easy for surgeons around the world to communicate. And it's time that those surgeons communicated to solve difficult problems. The Human Genome Project is a good example. Smart scientists around the world with computers linked together to solve a problem that could have taken decades in several years. And that's the ideas behind ORReady. Networking together surgeons with the internet and their computers around the world to share ideas that work and continue to improve operating room safety and patient outcomes by improving the types of procedures and things that we do. ORReady is also things like the operating room safety traffic light, which reminds operating teams to do things like warm up and checklist prior to beginning, get their team set, stop and do timeouts. And once these things are all done, it's okay to go. We'd like to reduce errors, improve efficiency, and minimize complications and death. It's about the outcome, and it can be done. ORReady at www.orready.org is a grassroots effort of surgeons and surgical societies, and and organizations interested in improving operating room safety around the world. It's a pledge to continued improvement. It's the sharing of ideas that work. It's the outcome. ORReady was recently awarded the Alliance for Continuing Medical Education Great Idea Award for 2011. But an award doesn't guarantee success. It's really through raising awareness about the need to communicate and work together of surgeons or hospitals around the world that will help to make ORReady successful. So please join with me in this worthy and important effort. Help improve the outcome for your patients and for 6 million patients worldwide. Thank you.